welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Dani and this is Coffee Break with Dani. Today we are here with another video. Today we're here with another video on my decluttering my makeup collection series. The playlist will be linked down below. We've already covered foundations, concealers, primers, powders. Today we are going to do anything and anything cream or liquid that is in my collection, meaning usually highlights and blushes. I don't think I'm ready. I don't think I'm ready for this video because I have been all about that cream, blush, and highlighter life. I don't know if I can quit, and it's going to be really hard for me to declutter. What I do know is that it will be easy for me because cream products expire a lot quicker than powder products. They are not forgiving at all. No, they are the Scorpios of your makeup collection. So they don't know forgiveness. So today we are going to tackle this here. There are a few that I've held on to because of nostalgic reasons, and that's not a good reason, but I also do want to hold on to it. I mean, I remember being, I don't know, I was a teenager for sure, and my mom was getting ready and she's like, oh my god, do you want to see something? And she whips out this super old Estee Lauder tube of lipstick. It had like the crimped gold packaging, and she's like, do you want to see the lipstick I wore on my wedding? She still had it. So that's kind of how I feel about one of the products in this container. So what I'm going to do is I will just start pulling them out, letting you know what it is, where I'm putting it, what my plans are, and then at the very end I'll show you again what I intend on keeping and what is moving on to better days? I don't know if better days, but definitely not here days. So let me give you guys a little close-up. This is what we're going to be tackling. And I'm actually very excited. I'm wearing one of them today just for this video because I really wanted a refresher about how I feel about it, and I'm still absolutely, utterly in love with it, as opposed to how I feel about being in this room right now that is like 100 degrees, which is why I'm dressed like this. So if I look a little shiny or sweaty, it's just pretend it's highlighter, okay? I'm gonna just get in here and start off with some products that are new to this bin in particular. We talked about them in a recent PR haul. These are the Pixi On The Glow Bronze. These, I don't know why there's powder on my hands. They look so stinking new. Okay, so these can find a forever home somewhere else with someone that is okay sharing this with me. I haven't actually tried these on my face, but I do know this. If it's a bronzer, if it's intended to bronze, if it's something that is for bronzing, it's already something that, as cool as I think it is, and as beautiful as I think it is, and as much as it sold out and kept getting restocked, it's just not something I'm gonna reach for. Like, I know who I am as a person, and I don't need to be wasting nobody's time or space with stuff like that. You know what I mean? You do. You know what I mean. Okay, those were, let's do blushes. So let's say that was a blush. Drunk Elephant O-Bloos Rosy Drops. These are omega fatty acid containing liquid blush. Add a drop or two to your serum. Suggested use, dab a tiny bit on cheeks or add it to your serum for a rosy wash. Okay, so Drunk Elephant. I think I remember using this. It says you have to shake it. So obviously I gotta shake it vigorously. Let's see. Okay, we got a little swatcheroo there. Okay. So this is sort of like a pink highlighter. That's nice. Okay, that's nice. I definitely need to start using this. I don't know why I haven't, but I would not use it with a sponge. I would probably use it more with a stippling brush on days where I'm not putting on any makeup and I just kind of want to rosy this up. So let's put this over here. So we're going to do keep and not keep. Not keep sounds nicer, you know? It sounds nicer than throw away, pass on, reject. Okay, the Ilia Ladybird Multi-Stick. This is actually new-ish to me. I do love Ilia. I don't love Ilia or Merit, how quickly they expire, but the tone of Ladybird is so nice. Like, it's the perfect cream blush shade. And it actually like blends into the skin and sets, which is nice. A lot of these green beauty, non-toxic brands never set. They just kind of sit on your skin. And while yes, it is humectant, yes, it is hydrating, it isn't fun to have tangled in your hair, your bangs, or in your sunglasses or whatever. So Lady Bird right there. Isn't that pretty? So we'll put that in the keep, but I mean, this is like 2 months away from smelling like an old lipstick, you know, and I hate that, but you know, I get it. Beautyblender Flirty Rose. This is the Liquid Whip Cream Blush from Beautyblender. I had this on my wish list forever, and I said, I am going to wait for it to be on sale, and then I will get it. When there is a sale, I will get it. And I waited, and I waited, and I waited, and ask me how many times I've used it. Just for fun, ask me. I know you're answering my questions. Once. I've used it once. It's right there. And I think one of the reasons why I haven't reached for it is because to me, it's a little confusing as a cream product. It dips out cream, like it swatches out cream. Like it's creamy. Do you see that? It's creamy, it's creamy, it's creamy. The minute you go to transfer it where you're gonna put it, so I'm gonna reapply on the top, the same one. It's powder. It's really trippy. It's not the easiest to use when you have a heavy hand, like I do. I like to apply my cream products with a tiny beauty blender, the cheekers, or what is it called? Cheeky size. You see the stain of my blushes? It's clean, but it's like the perfect size. And so this one is hard to apply uniformly with a sponge. With the brush, it works just fine, but upon transfer, it's powdery, so it's a little confusing. It's your girl gets a little tripped out. The e.l.f. Putty Blush. Okay, I have feelings about this guy. It is an amazing drugstore cream blush. I think this is Turks and Caicos. If you want a really great drugstore cream blush, the e.l.f. ones are really good. If you're learning to do cream blush, don't go for the e.l.f. ones because they are extremely pigmented and they dry matte. With the ones that stay sort of dewy, actually, that was a very poor description of how bold they are. But I also did buy one of the lightest shades. So there's that. Okay, so Turks and Caicos, right there we go. Beautiful peach. If you are learning to do cream blush, I say go with one that has a satin or dewy finish, and also go with one that doesn't dry matte. That's the same thing I just said, just in different verbiage. And something that isn't super bold. So start off, you know, with like training wheels. This is a product that is a matte finish, and it also is very bold. So you would want to say your makeup skills should be at least at a 3 out of 5. Does that make sense? So not to exclude anyone, but it would be very frustrating to learn how to do cream blush with a product like this. Now, if you've mastered it or you love it or you already know or you're confident in the blending and everything, it's a really good option. And it gives you a matte look. I know a lot of times we tend to fear away from cream blushes because we're like, oh my God, I'm gonna look like I got dipped in Crisco, or like I should be sold at the display at Krispy Kreme. No, not necessarily. Not all cream blushes will give you a dewy look. Some of them dry matte like this one. So that's my 2 cents on that guy. This is probably my ultimate favorite. I'm wearing it today. This was the one that stole my heart before Rare Beauty ever did. And this is Stila Lilium. This is meant to be a lip and cheek color. They're the convertible color creams, little packaging. This is one of those like super old school products, still in the same packaging, huge pan. And it is such a beautiful pink tone that it's like, go to town with it. Like I said, I'm wearing it on my face now. It's the first cream product that just stole my heart and gave me the confidence in like pursuing relationships with cream products. Cream products are intimidating. Like, am I right or am I right? How many of you, when you hear cream product, you're like, oh, nope, that's like putting lipstick on my face. I am not brave enough. I can't do it. So this is just a really pretty dusty rose. So I I can't tell you enough about the formula too. This does have a satin type finish, but it's not like, it doesn't transfer and it's not sticky. I wouldn't say it's long wearing because it's still a cream product, but Lilium from Stila will forever be my ultimate favorite. Sorry, Rare Beauty, you know how I feel about Rare Beauty, guys. Speaking of Rare Beauty, the melting blushes from Rare Beauty, like, let that speak for itself. They are just so good. So good. I have two shades, Nearly Neutral and I think Apricot. Nearly Apricot. So you have like sort of like a dusty mauve and then a peach. Always peach and a mauve. You need to have those two in your collection for sure. These are just easy to use, you know, so easy to use. The pan, the container, everything is stunning. It's not scary. It's not a scary cream product. Okay, maybe it's a little scary. It's a little intense, but it's not scary in terms of blendability, intensity. I mean, you could really just play with it. It gives you enough time to move it around. You know, it gives you enough time to move it around. It gives you enough time to mess up and correct your mistakes. Like, it's a forgiving, graceful blush. I love that. How many times have you ever used a product where it's like super capricious? Like, you have to be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to be, you're paying attention, you have to be focused, you have the fan on. There was this mascara, gosh, it's been discontinued since then, but there was this mascara that I could only use if I made sure to turn off all the fans. Like, the fans had to be off because it would dry out that quickly. And I was like, that's just not, this one's just, it's nice, you know? You don't have to rush. You don't have to learn how to use, if you're freaking out, if you're messing up, like, it gives you enough time to like blend it out. If it's set on your face and you messed up and you still want to blur it out, it still lets you, you know? So I don't know why I keep pointing to my face. I'm always wearing that one. I think it's habit, but it's just so good. So those are my two shade recommendations on that one. Okay, we have 4 more blushes. Maybe I should split this video into 2. No, that is not who I am as a person. Okay, the Hydrating Multi-Use Hydroboost from Neutrogena. This was in a haul. I'm gonna swatch it for you guys. I really tried to like it. I was like, Emily Noel, this is for you. She didn't use this, but she turned me on to this line with the Neutrogena, and it was her like after pool summer makeup or whatever. I'm going to be a diva if you'll allow me just for 5 seconds. So the Ilia and the Neutrogena, these are dupes for each other. I'm gonna show you. This was the Ilia here, and then this one right here. So maybe, no, okay. Anyway, just, you know what I'm talking about. So this one right here and this one are dupes for each other. And here's why. They're the same tone. They're the same type of finish. The only difference, and this is if you allow me to be a diva for a second, is tactily, like when you touch them, this one feels hydrating or like humectant, so it feels like you have something hydrating on your skin. This one feels oily. Like if you put, I don't know, like a lip balm on your skin. So they're essentially the same, they're gonna give you the same look, but it's what do you like, what feeling do you like to have on your skin? I can't say I like this one the way it feels, but I have thought, I'm like, okay, well I could use like a lip balm. That would be a really great, I can't force things, I can't force myself to love things, and that's one of those. I just can't do it. I'd rather play with this one, use this up, or let it expire or whatever, and stick with the ones that I love. We have, oh, I thought these looked familiar. So I'm gonna save this one because this is more of like a highlighter. I was talking about it in a video the other day. This is the Invite Only from ColourPop. We used it in a Get Ready With Me, I wanna say. I really like it. This is a perfect fall blush because it's a little bit more intense. It has a little bit more of a berry tonality to it. Do you see that? And like the others that I've said, it actually is forgiving. So you can play around with it for a while and it gives you grace period to play with it before it sets. But it's pretty because it has the perfect amount of berry without being too pink. So it's like a fall berry reddish tone. So that's a perfect color. So I think Invite Only from ColourPop is the one that is. Okay, and then the last blush is one that I recently hauled. I swatched it for you guys. It's one of those that adjust to your pH. I actually haven't tried it on my face. Since doing that video, it's been maybe a week or two. I haven't tried it on my face, so we're not getting rid of it, but we're gonna play with it and then we'll get updated on that. But so far, that's what we have for cream blushes. It's a good variety, I would say, but I still can like identify clearly the ones that I'm like, I love you. So I'll list and link all those blushes and then give me a chance to wipe all this off and then we'll talk about highlighters. I actually forgot to mention this guy here. This is the Live Tinted Origin Huestick. It's the one that's a corrector, blush, lip balm, all in one. I love the concept, but I have a very heavy hand, so whenever I use it, I have to be super careful. And then I usually go in with like a blush, like a more shimmery topper to kind of blur how bold I got on some of the spots. So I really do like this. Okay, let's talk about illuminators. The Lauren Conrad, I'm not even gonna open this. I don't even know if you can still find it. This is the Lauren Conrad. This is a makeup collection I used to love from Kohl's. This is extremely old. It's probably well beyond expired. Like the bacteria in here probably already sent their kids off to college to get married and have grandbabies. So we're gonna move on with that one. Speaking of that, this is the nostalgic one I was talking about. This is a quad, like a luminizer quad that I took to Cancun when Parker and I got engaged. Keep in mind, this was a surprise. Like, we had talked about never getting married again. We were both divorced already, and we just wanted to be forever happy together, and that's it. And wedding wasn't really on our mind, and we got engaged. And I was wearing this quad, and it's so interesting because you could literally see how glowy this is in all of the pictures we took. But this is actually, you know, for an all-natural brand, it still smells the same. Or is that stuff that's growing on it? I can't tell. I really want to swatch it for you guys. Let me show you a close-up. So this is from RMS Beauty. It is a quad with all their illuminators, but they also sell them individually in pots. That might actually be something I can do, is just buy the pot of the one that's my favorite, which is this one. Can you see that little spot right there? That's not part of the highlighter, which kind of freaks me out a little bit. That little lump. Let me just be brave. No? I can't believe I'm doing this on camera. But yeah, the consistency is actually different than how it was when I initially bought it. It's not as creamy as it is right now. But let me do a little. Look at that. It's the ultimate glowy perfection. This does not set. It's not long wearing, but look at that. Oh my God. It's bringing me all the feels. I would totally put it on my face right now if it wasn't questionably old. But I'm definitely, okay, we're gonna put that over here so that we can repurchase the little pot. But the RMS Luminizers Champagne Fizz. It's called Champagne Fizz. Wait, is it? Okay, so it's the bottom right or Champagne Rosé. You guys have to tell me, which one is it? Is it that one or this one? Is it directly above the name? Or is it a superimposed image? Let me know in the comments, because I need this. I really need this for my eternal happiness so that I can rebuy the little pot. But, oh yeah. Oh man, I should just end the video here. This is it. Drop the mic, I'm done. Look at that. Oh, so pretty. Okay, we definitely need to repurchase that. So that's what I was wearing. I don't know why this is so long. Let's talk about two liquid illuminators that I love. And I love liquid illuminators because I feel like they make it just easy for you to play with them in multiple ways. As opposed to something that comes in a pot or a pan, you are committed to a certain format, right? But when it's a liquid, you can just go crazy. You can put it on you pop it on your lips, mix it into your lip gloss, mix it into your sunscreen, add some on your shoulders. Oh, I should do that now. Okay, so We have the Typology Illuminator. This has vitamin C serum in it, which is actually kind of nice. And then the Iconic London in Original. This comes in 3 different shades. This is the original, the one you're gonna see all over Instagram with the influencers promoting. It's like, usually they're campaigns for Sephora, which is super nice. I'm like, hey, Iconic London, call me because I love this shoes. This one is Typology, which has more of a neutral pearlescent glow to it. And then the Iconic one is a lot more on steroids. So you're gonna get a way more rose gold metallic look. So this is the one where you really want to look like you got trampled by unicorns, that, you know, like you love highlighter. And this is the one that you're like, okay, well, I just want to look like I'm just glowing from the inside out. I'm just gonna put a little bit of my sunscreen because I like skincare. You're just like the shy younger sister, you know. And then the other one's like, bam, I'm here. Love these two. They are such good liquid highlighters, and they are also very easy to play with. So I think for me, ease of use is extremely important when talking about liquid or cream products, because you don't just show up and all of a sudden you're an expert in knowing how to blend liquid products. A lot of them aren't forgiving. A lot of them set really fast. A lot of them are just plain hard to use. These two are not. So I wanted to talk about those because I have been talking about liquid products, cream products a lot recently. And so these are very friendly if you're looking for liquid highlighters. 2 other ones that we're just adding them to the collection, huh? We're just adding them and adding them. 2 shades of the same product that are also very friendly to use, and they are in putty format. So this will actually make you feel a little bit more in control because you can't pick up a lot of product unless you really try. This is the Heaven's Hue highlighter from Stila. They come in these really big boxy compacts, and then when you open it, it is a spongy putty format. Sorry, my neighbor's cutting their lawn if you hear something kind of loud and disruptive. This is incandescent. It's sort of like a peachy pink glow. And then the one that you guys need, like no questions asked, just don't even think about it, is Kitten. And this one looks like that. Like I said, it's putty, so it's like moldable. See the difference? So one is pink and one is more of like a champagne gold. The Kitten shade, this one is what I'm wearing today, but I went in and I put it over Lilium, the cream blush that I was talking about. So instead of it being such a stark rose gold shade or champagne color, it blends into the pink and it gives you more of a rosy glow because it's on top of the blush. So, I mean, aren't they stunning? Like, just want to put it everywhere. This is actually a repurchase, and for you to go through a putty product is pretty hard. So for me to say I've repurchased this, a lot of unicorns had to die for me to buy this palette twice. And then 2 products from Charlotte Tilbury. I'm afraid these might be expired because I bought these years ago. One's a highlighter, one is a highlighting blush in Pink Gasm and Spotlight. I don't remember using these much. I don't even remember how they smell originally. Oh, wow. Okay, so let's just pretend that did not just happen. It has like a, wow, it has like a twist. You guys didn't even see the horrendous mistake I just made. It has like a little twist and you're supposed to like twist it shut. I never did, so when I squeezed, like all of it came out. I don't know, that is pretty. But this actually reminds me of something that I have in my to try pile from when I did a PR haul. The Lottie London. I think we might have a dupe. I mean, maybe not the same color, but in terms of like formula, yeah, that one's a little darker. But it's the same type of product. Okay, all right. I don't know, what do we think? I like how it feels, but I feel like I have stuff that I like more already. That is pretty. I love that it has a wand. Should we think about it? Okay, let me think about it while I swatch the blush for you guys. That'll be the deciding factor. So this is the blush. Oh, I gotta be careful so I don't do the same thing I did last time. Oh, I did close that one. That one I did close. Oh, I think I might have gone through the whole tube, maybe. Because I didn't have to squeeze like super hard. Maybe I did use this. I don't even remember. Who am I not remembering things? Oh, this reminds me of incandescence. The putty one that I showed you, the pink one. That's exactly what it looks like on the skin, except this is like a liquid format. That's pretty. Oh man, look at that. Oh, and they smell good. That's stunning. This actually might look like this one as well. Busy Gal Blush from Tarte. I'm not even sure if this still exists. This is a product I was talking to you guys about the other day that I like to take with me sometimes as a highlighting blush. So yeah, look at that. It's like the same product, except one is in a solid stick form, the other one's in a liquid form, and the other one's in a putty form. Do I need 3 versions? Liquid, stick, and putty. You know what? On the skin, like when I look at it myself, the Tarte one is a little bit more settly, like it settles into my skin, as opposed to this one that seems like it's just sort of dancing on the surface. So I think we're gonna pass on that one. Oh, wow. One down. One down, ladies and gents. You know, I really like these two like a ton. So I think holding on to this is just too much. And seeing how it looks on, I'm like, oh, that's a lot. That is, I'd rather play with this and use less product and have a little bit more control of where I put it because it's thinner. What about this? No, you know what? They're both really old. Wow, look, I just had a curing hoarder moment. Yes. All right, 2 more. One I already know I'm getting rid of instantly. This is Bounce. It's a highlighting balm from Merit. I should have known better. It's called a balm. Yeah, it's a balm for your face. So you take this stick from Merit, a really luxury green beauty brand, and you put it on your face. But it's literally a balm right there. So it just sits. Does it look like my engagement highlight? See, it doesn't. Just nothing compares to you, man. So this is my engagement highlight. This is the Merit one. I thought, oh, maybe it might be a good dupe for it. No, it's so different. And it's so sticky and smelly. We're just gonna have to toss that guy. You know, I can't with these cream liquid products that expire in like 2 minutes. I just can't, like, I barely even used that one. I think I used it once or twice and I was like, God, this is sticky, and now it's expired. So I can't even hate it for a little bit longer. It doesn't even give me the satisfaction. This was a holiday product from Ulta. The brand is Kiko Milano. I got so excited when this brand came to Ulta because it was a brand that you could only order internationally, I think from either Spain or Italy, and you could buy it at IMATS. So they would always come to IMATS and they had the coolest products. Now you can get it at Ulta, which is super cool. This is a limited edition product. It's not available, and I don't think they sell the tones separately. So this is a Radiant Duo. It comes with a blush on one side and a highlighter on the other. The blush is not very blushy. It's more of a pink highlight and then a very champagne-y highlight and a very peachy pink blush. I don't know, I just can't. I can't call it. I would be afraid to put all of that here. However, a little mix of the two, I might. I can't tell if it stinks or if that's how it's supposed to smell. But I don't have a frame of reference. It doesn't smell like the all-natural beauty products that I'm familiar with. And it doesn't smell like plastic either. So that's those two. Let me put it down carefully. These are nice because you blend them in, look at, effortless, and they're like butter on your skin. So it settles, it doesn't settle, it just kind of melts. There's no like sinking or creasing or lines like, which is the one I was telling you. Here. Do you see that one? How it's like, it kind of gets in your skin? totally in it. I don't know, just looking at my hands like this makes me so happy. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Hello, we're gonna repurchase you immediately, but I'm gonna need your help because I have no idea what color that is. I'm very confused. Isn't that pretty? Just so sparkly. When I hang up, what is this, the phone? I'm just gonna rub the back of my hand and then just like put on my collarbone. Yeah, I should wear like a tube top just so that none of this unicorn glow goes to waste. Okay, so here's a little recap. I'm gonna do it fast because my camera's being a jerk. These, moving on to a new home. Hydrostick, Merit, moving on. I shouldn't say new home because Tarte, busy gal, Lauren Conrad. The 2 Charlotte Tilbury, ooh, I know, my wallet's crying somewhere. And I'm not throwing this away. I'm not, but I'm not using it. Definitely not. It's just, I need to keep this. I need to share this with someone when somebody gets married. But the ones that we are going to hold on to, which is exciting because now my drawer will actually close. We have the Kiko Milano, the Radiant Duo from the holidays, the 2 Stila Compact. I'm not putting this away because I still have to use it on camera for you guys. Then we have those 2 products from ColourPop and Live Tinted. We have Drunk Elephant, Ilia, Rare Beauty, my faves. Okay, let's see. There we go. Tarte, gotta use that one on camera. Beautyblender and e.l.f. My 2 favorite liquid illuminators. Actually, can you fit? No, they don't fit standing. And then Lilium. She's like the queen bee, the queen of the castle. She gets to live right on top. So that's what we have left. All right, you guys, that is it for this cream product declutter. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. I will make sure to list and link all of the products that I mentioned in the description box of this video, whether I showed it or not, including my lip color, my necklace, my earrings, my everything, anything that I'm wearing, anything you saw, anything that was featured in this video will be listed and linked in the description box of this video, along with a playlist of all my other decluttering episodes, videos, recordings. Anyway, all of that will be listed in the description box of this video. I love you so much, and you know what to do. If you found this video useful, entertaining, and learned something, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, this coffee break is over. Bye, guys.